can I see the chats on this? Do I have to click that button? Here we go. Live chat, all things are visible. Who's calling? It looks like it's Dad. He's just returning my missed call because I was calling him because I was bored. Bass in that tone. See if I can lower some of that bass. I don't know how to do it. Because I was doing the low pass, not the high pass. Hi, I can see I've got a viewer now. Leave a message and we'll have a chat. We'll have a chat. Now let's turn that on. 5 viewers. Oh my gosh. Leave some messages so so we can have a chat. I can answer some questions and stuff. 12 viewers. How in the world am I getting 12 views? I've got to do this more often. That's like the most freaking... Too many guitarists do that thing. And too much of that. Too much of that. I've got 22 viewers now. Yeah, leave some messages so so we can interact. I'll talk a bit about what I'm doing right now. I'm really just not playing with too much thought about what I'm doing. I'm just trying to listen to what I'm doing a lot more. Feel free to leave some messages so we can have a chat. Um, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any messages. Leave comments and stuff. It'll be more interesting if if I've got stuff to talk about, and then that I can play, maybe teach a bit of guitar, teach a bit of music. Because right now all I'm doing is just playing and listening to what I'm playing. Let's turn on some distortion. See if that gets you guys talking. Wow, as soon as I turned on distortion, everyone left. Probably should just be playing clean. Make sure to leave messages, guys. We need to interact. I need to, get your opinions, and answer your questions. Let's put a clean tone back on because it looks like everybody left when I started playing distorted. Now it sounds a bit quiet in comparison, so I'm going to turn that up a bit. If I can find out how to. Here we are. Oh, that's still a bit quiet. Why is it so quiet? Oh, it's the pickup being funny. pickup switch is a bit faulty at the moment. Why's my pickup switch faulty? This is a pain. Sorry for whoever's watching, my pickup switch is faulty at the moment. So like there's my neck pickup. There's my bridge pickup. I don't know why it's been so quiet. What is going on here? Looks like I've only got one viewer now. Everyone left. Feel free to... now they're all gone. Damn. Gotta fix up this pickup switch. What is happening here? Oh, I don't think it's... Maybe it was just the high pass filter that's sucking the tone. No. G'day. Whoever's watching, feel free to leave a message. 9 viewers now. Hey, whoever's watching, feel free to leave some comments so I can answer some questions and stuff. whoever's watching, leave some comments. I'm gonna roll a cigarette, so it'd be perfect time for people to leave comments, and I can respond. And it looks like I've got no viewers now. Guess nobody likes a smoker. Ah. Oh, we got a viewer. We got 2 viewers. All right, who is viewing? Leave some messages. Music is it's communication. So I don't expect people to just listen. It's like, give your input too. Oh, the ash just fell. What does this button do? Oh, it's just a bunch of games. whoever's watching, leave some comments so we can have an interesting conversation. We can answer some questions. I wonder if it's just my tablet that's not showing the messages. I'm gonna look at my computer over here and see if there's anything that shows like messages and stuff. Oh, there are messages. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's not showing up on my tablet. Oh, okay. I'll answer these questions. Oh, okay. So, where did I learn guitar? You know, I know these people aren't watching now, but I'm going to answer these questions anyway. I'm self-taught. But I'm not just self-taught in the way that a lot of people are, where they just like learn tabs or just learn by ear. I started off with tabs for like a year or something, but I realized it was just it's just monkey see, monkey do. It doesn't actually teach you music. It's actually really bad. And yeah, these days I write music like notation. I learned the basics of music notation when I was about 10 years old doing piano lessons. But yeah, just learning the basics was enough for me to later in life be able to read and write it. There's just like some simple rules that you have to go by when reading and writing music. Like where are the pitches, where are the intervals, how a key signature, time signature works, how rhythmic duration of notes fit within a time signature. And once you know all that basic stuff, you can just do whatever you want. Next question was, just got here, are you noodling? Yes, I am just noodling. But noodling with intent. You don't just want to noodle. I used to do that a lot. But what I'm doing here while I'm noodling is just really trying to listen and feel what I'm doing. Next question, Pink Floyd, Brick in the Wall. No, I don't play Pink Floyd. In fact, I don't really play many covers. To me, covers are like, why would a painter paint the Mona Lisa if he's not Da Vinci? Why would he paint Starry Night if he's not Van Gogh? You know, if you're a painter, you're gonna paint your own paintings. So to me, covers are more of like a beginner musician thing. It's like you do it to get familiar with the instrument and that, but after a while, you know, you want to be an actual artist. You know, if you're a poet, you're not gonna copy what Edgar Allan Poe wrote. If you're an actor, you're not gonna be like, oh, you know what? Today I'm gonna act out Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You know, if you're an actor, you actually, any kind of artist, you're doing something new. And I think it's too common that musicians stick with covers. It's a very strange culture that for some reason everybody just wants covers. And it's not even just the musicians themselves, it's people who see you play an instrument. You know, if they see me with an acoustic guitar, I'll play Wonderwall. Like, shut up, you know? I'm not playing Wonderwall. And someone goes, I wish my dad could buy me electric guitar. I don't know if they are still in the chat. because I was answering these messages far too late. You know, I'm gonna move my laptop over here so I'm not like looking off to the side all the time. How am I gonna do this? Just dropping everything. I think that's the best I'm gonna do. Okay, so the next question was Beethoven's Fifth. I don't know how to play Beethoven's Fifth. Like I said just before, as I don't really cover much. If I'm gonna learn something like from another musician, then rather than learning the whole song, I will study the song. I'll look at specific passages and work that out. That's the next one is I wish my dad could buy me electric guitar. I don't know if you're still here. What I would say is either save up to get a guitar, or instead of wish, pray that your dad gets you a guitar. And the next question is, what are you smoking? I'm smoking tobacco. I don't smoke other stuff. This is Royal Bourbon. It's from Indonesia. It's very fragrant. I know a lot of people obviously don't like the smell of cigarettes being smoked, but the tobacco in the pouch is smells quite nice. I don't have idea what you're playing, but sounds good. Thank you. In fact, a lot of the time I don't even know what I'm playing. That's kind of what I'm trying to do today, is play just like as casually as I can. And just listen as well as I can so I can get a better control over what I'm doing, because when I improvise, and I'm mostly an improviser, I don't really retain what I'm doing, and I don't really recall what I'm doing well enough. So it's more what I got to do lately is I have to play and really listen to what I'm doing and resonate and pay attention. Don't just let my fingers, noodle in and out. I mean, I have to do that, but when I do it, I have to really pay attention to what I'm doing. So right here, obviously I'm playing in a lot of notes, but I have to listen to it as if it's someone telling me something really important. That way the music isn't just like a bunch of nice sounds, but it's something you actually hold on to. Do I want to hear a joke about pizza? Never mind, it's too cheesy. Thank you so much. I came up with a joke the other day. What was it? I'm always coming up with jokes. I don't know, I was at the bar the other day and I was trying to impress some girls and I told them a joke, but I forgot how it went. Oh, that's right. What kind of monster likes to dance? The boogeyman. I'll put the distortion back on. And hopefully my bridge pickup, my pickup switch is getting faulty at the moment for some reason. Better make sure I'm paying attention to the comments. I have a problem with connection about melody on guitar. When I play, I go in the wrong direction and I can't control it. Do I have to learn everything? You can't learn everything. It's impossible. It's music is a language. I always say this. To learn everything would mean you have to learn. It's like in English, because it's a language. You would have to learn every word and you have to understand the meanings of those words. So even somebody who's fluent in English probably doesn't understand quantum physics and rocket science and all that kind of stuff. You only know enough language for you to get by or to excel in the areas you need to. So, for example, when you go to university or something, and let's say you learn law, when you're learning law, you're learning all of these words and how they work in conjunction with each other. And it's the same thing with melody. So, this is a really cool thing, and this is kind of what I'm focusing on right now. So it's really good that you brought this up. Just like in regular language, how to communicate properly is about the content and the context of what you are trying to communicate. So usually, let's say I've got this chord A. If the chords in the music are going A, your bandmate, or if you're just jamming to a track, you want to play stuff that goes well with that A, like it sounds well with that A, but something that might not sound too good over A, but it depends on the context. You might have something like, depending on the context. If you're playing some kind of song like playing something like that, a melody like something like that it's a bit much. I would love to play something like that over that. That's just what comes naturally to me. But yeah, it just depends. And what I would say is just do what I'm doing right now, which is play and play to your heart's content and just listen to what you're doing and I think this idea that's actually very interesting that you say the wrong direction and you can't control it. I think that's probably a good thing, to be honest, is if you're going into some direction that that you feel like you really need to, then you need to be able to accept that, you know? That's the beautiful thing about music and life is being able to accept your flaws, uh, and know your identity and your personality, that you're not perfect. And then when you're able to accept that, um, it's okay. And that's just what makes you you. So you probably listen to music, right? And when you're listening to some musicians, uh, there's like something wrong about it, but it's so right, you know? I'll give a bit of an example. It's like playing an A again. All of that's pretty pleasant, but when you hear how I hit that really ugly note over A, so the chord is A, and I hit this, but if I you you're able to make those wrong bits sound good, and that comes from experience and accepting it. uh what you could do is you could hit that note and go, what am I doing, but if you sit with it and you go, no, 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 I meant that note, that's the right note that I came to, and I've got the courage and confidence to try do something else. Like, here's one thing I love to do is playing a chord that's completely out of key. Let's look at A again. In the key of A, the chords that you would have are A, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, then E major, then we would have F sharp minor, and then G sharp diminished, then back to A. But I'd like to throw in a chord that doesn't belong in that key. So like if we go to A, and then I would do something like A sharp or B flat, and then like E flat major, and those things, yeah, it gets you out of there. Usually, I'll try like reiterate what I was saying. Is like usually if you're playing an A, you'll have but then if you add something like so there I added all of these chords and arpeggios that did not belong to the key of A. They were all over the place, and I had to get used to it. I'll arpeggiate once more some chords in A major, and then I'll point out like when I do something out of A major, and you should be like, oh, that sounds like I've gone the wrong way, but it still sounds cool. So here we go. A, B minor, G major is out of the scale. So is C that I just played. Back to A. Then to D, which is in the scale. C sharp minor is in the scale, but C major isn't in the scale. So you got to get used to that. And yeah, just like keep on practicing, keep playing and listening. Don't worry about the rules too much. This is something that took me a long time to realize. It's only kind of recently that I've kind of liberated myself from this kind of way of thinking. Is that music theory is actually just grammar. It's not the vocabulary. Um, so even if your grammar is incorrect when you're speaking any language, uh, if you say it well and you've got the intention, then people they'll understand what you're saying, and that's all that really matters. Especially when you're playing something rebellious like rock music, you don't want to be perfect and prim and proper. You want to be a bit rebellious, a little bit rude to get your point across. And I don't support rebellion as in like, yeah, let's throw Molotov cocktails at the government, um, but rebellion in its right place is in like, the rules are a bit too strict here, and I think that something can be done better if we just have a little bit of aggression, not to actually damage or hurt anyone or anything, but to fight for what is right. And I think that's a really big thing in the spirit of rock music is having the confidence to do something that's not normal. Um, yeah. I love you, man. You helped me a lot. That really means a lot. I'm really great that's helped someone. I'm actually kind of sad that I answered a lot of these comments a bit too late because they weren't showing up on my tablet. I'm filming from my tablet right now, but I've got my computer here, and the comments weren't coming up on the tablet, so that's why I have to keep on looking over here. And I had like 20 something viewers before, and I was like, oh, leave comments, and then I couldn't see them, and I was like, maybe they're not showing, so I went on the computer and saw that they are. Um, but yeah, no, like keep leaving comments. I really like this interaction, and it means a lot to me, and it's beneficial for both of us. Do you have videos on your channel or anything? Oh, I didn't know Telegram did uh like channels like that. Unless you're talking about something else. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Like messages are actually a bit delayed here. So whatever you say right after I speak actually could be like 2 minutes in the future. So I have to remember that. So yeah, maybe tell me about your uh Telegram channel. Hopefully it's not just some kind of scam you're trying to rope me into. I know that's a lot of people use Telegram for that. But I'm just playing. But yeah, if you've got, or if you do put some videos of you playing guitar or any instrument on YouTube, I would be very happy to check it out and to and to stay in touch. I think that it's so important for musicians to actually communicate. Um, the world that we live in now, it was especially exacerbated since the COVID lockdowns where everyone had to stay home. And even before that, just the progress of social media was actually making us more antisocial. And, when I was a teenager, the social media on the internet, like MSN Messenger, MySpace, and even YouTube before it got bought out by Google, you could actually meet people and make friends, and it's not very common these days. Um, so I'm very supportive of yeah, people making friends over the internet, so long as they stay safe. Don't be meeting people in dark alleys. Don't be meeting people three times your age, or half your age or anything. But yeah, in terms of checking out, if you're playing guitar on YouTube, I would be very glad to have somebody to talk music with. Um, Thank you very much for saying that's beautiful. Don't ask for my fingers. Don't ask for my fingers. Uh, you have your own fingers, and you have your own brain, and you have your own emotions, and that is so much important. It's so much more important than anyone else's fingers, brain, and feelings. You need to have your voice when you play music. You need to be you. And music is it's a very big exploration of that. Um, you're joking. Oh, of course you are. Of course you are. You're just too nice. Do you have any more questions? I'm very much into questions and answers, and I think that that's really, really good thing. Once again, good thing for me and other people is asking and answering questions. That's how we learn. That's how we explore. That's how we change our ways of thinking and get better and stuff. Actually, I've been playing music for 9 or 10 years, but intermittently, and I've reached a point where it's as if all parts are blocked and I don't know where to begin. Yeah, we all go through this. We all go through this. And I'm so glad that I get to talk about this because it's the most common problem that anyone gets to. Um, And there's so many things to say. There's so many ways to go about it. Um, I think once again the most important thing is when you're sitting at your instrument, you have to think what you're saying and what do you want to say. You have to remember that music is a language, it's a form of communication. And life itself, you get by communicating, and your skills as a communicator depend on, once again, the content and context of what you're saying. So, for example, once again, someone going to law school, um, they're not going to become a lawyer unless they know how to communicate and understand all of the words and concepts. Um, and that's what you got to do. Um, and when I say words and concepts with guitar, once again, I don't necessarily mean theory. Theory is the grammar. And you don't need to specifically learn grammar because just as when you're learning English or whatever your language is, just by growing up and being around English speakers, you pick up the grammar naturally, even if you don't know the exact rule of, oh, this is where I put a full stop, or this is where I put a comma, or this is where to break a paragraph. You don't know the exact rules, but it's intuitive. And same thing with music is you don't need to spend all that time, you know. It's good to know it. Um, but if we obsess too much about all the formalities and rules, then that can often lock us where we're thinking, oh no, that doesn't go there, that doesn't go against, that doesn't work. Uh, and life is it's a big challenge all the time. It's always a challenge uh, of doing things that are different to who we were for the past 5 years. We get ingrained in our habits, and whether it's in music or life, you have to examine yourself. Go, what are my habits, and how can I develop new and better habits that allow me and the people around me to grow. Um, Yeah, Buckethead, he's amazing. He's amazing, and there's a lot of those players, especially Buckethead himself, who the stuff they do is just so out of this world, and it's so technical. And I used to wish that I would do a lot more of that kind of stuff. Now I don't care. Now it's like it's so much more important that I'm saying what I want to say. Uh, and if I want to do Buckethead kind of stuff, it's like, well, I'll put in the effort. Um, at the moment, I think I've been more and more a Marty Friedman wannabe. I've always, yeah, for the longest time, just thought Marty Friedman doesn't do all those showman tricks like Buckethead, and even just sometimes one note of his, it's like, like my heart, like this feels like a hot girl just told me she's in love with me. um, and he's just doing that like it's something really simple. Um, and I get the appeal of Buckethead. His stuff, it doesn't sound like a hot chick is saying, "Hey, I love you." His sounds like you're going to outer space and you're on this wild ride, seeing all the stars and going at hyperdrive and stuff. Um, so it's like so dependent on your personality. Um, Am I the only person who, when I heard Mom singing Bucket, I was depressed by the speed of the notes progression and their understanding of harmony, and this actually made me feel worse? No, you are not. You are not the only person. You are not the only person. Um, and you know, yeah, and you don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone and think that you're better or worse. Um, you never do. Um, it's just the thing that you do have to train yourself uh, to not idolize. Really, don't idolize other people. That it kind of comes down to that. You can be inspired by other people, absolutely. But I think like, especially when we're younger and when we're first starting music, we think like, that guy's amazing. I want to be like him. I want to do what he's doing. But the best thing about what other people are doing is the cultivation of character that they're doing, is the exploration that they're doing. So Yngwie Malmsteen, he was inspired by like Paganini and classical music, and he didn't go like, I'm going to be Paganini. Instead, he learned a lot of things about Paganini. Um, but I think there are a lot of guitarists who want to be clones. Not even just guitarists, it's like celebrities in general. People want to be celebrities or be the clones of their favorite celebrity. Um, I remember in high school, Paris Hilton was really famous, and all the girls wanted to be Paris Hilton, which was weird because they seemed like nice girls, but Paris Hilton was a bit yucky. But there was, oh, she's a free spirit. She does what she wants. It's like, no, she's just a spoiled rich girl who doesn't think of consequences. And maybe you're idolizing this idea of I want to live without consequences and be stupid. They're admiring that, and that's what happens. Paris Hilton's an extreme example, um, but when we look up to other people as if they are superior to us, um, we do ourselves a disservice because nobody is better or worse than each other. Um, and I really mean that. Like, we can look down on people, there are people who commit disgusting crimes and do disgusting things to innocent people. Um, and that's absolutely wrong. But we have to understand, like, they're human. I make mistakes too. Um, if we do something really wrong, then yeah, we deserve the consequences uh, that happen for committing crime or whatever. Um, but we have to have this humility of I'm not perfect either. Um, if you do something wrong, you get what you deserve. Uh, but yeah, it's very difficult to think like to be forgiving of people you think that you may be worse than you, and also to have enough confidence to know that you're not worse than someone that you think is better or something. Um, so I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever really went through much of that. It really puts me down that I'm not as good as him. I think I was always inspired, and it's not that even right now, when I feel insecure about my own music, it's not because I'm not like Marty Friedman enough. It's more like I'm not like me enough. Uh, and I think maybe look at it that way. If you're ever uh, listening to Malmsteen or Buckethead or something, and you start to feel inadequate or insecure, realize it's not them uh, that is really the benchmark, and it's not being like them that will make you happy and will make you enjoy your own music. Uh, Instead, it's your conscience saying, I don't know what your name is, Scorpion. It's your own conscience saying to yourself, "Hey, Scorpion, um, you need to be true to yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to understand who you are and let that light shine." Malmsteen and Buckethead, they're good at being Malmsteen and Buckethead, and that's why they're amazing. Uh, they're not amazing because they're as good as someone else. They're amazing because they're who they are. They have their own style. There are so many guitarists that have insane chops and they can play everything. They can even play Malmsteen and Buckethead, but no one cares because all they're doing is playing other people's stuff. But if you play what is unique to you and you have a unique voice, you have something unique to talk about, once again, using communication, it's all language. Let's say you're out, you're meeting some new people, and there's someone who can say he can say all these things that like celebrities say, and he can act and he can do all that. But compared to some guy who you actually connect with because he's honest, you don't care about this guy who is dressed cool and says all the cool things because he's probably fake. Um, if think about this, would you rather would you rather spend an eternity with Buckethead and Malmsteen, or would you spend 1 week with your loved ones? Um, it really comes down to that. Um, the celebrities and the rock stars, we actually don't know who they are. We don't know them personally. So a lot of the times we like project uh, our fantasies onto them, and in our imagination, they're like even better than we think they are. But really, that's just us projecting a fantasy uh, of something else, of our emotions that we actually feel for the people that are close to us. And it's that kind of like reality and intimacy that is so much more meaningful. I care about myself, I think, a lot, and another a lot, because I believe what I can do better than what I'm doing now. Is that normal or something stupid? No. It's totally normal. It's totally normal. But once again, it's like it can swing both ways of like this idea, and I suffer from this a lot, is like I can do better and I'm not doing better. I'm being lazy. I'm being unthoughtful. And that really gets me down. But on the other side is it drives you to move forward as well. Um, and then you get a lot of satisfaction when you actually do start doing those things and making progress in those things to become a better person and a better musician. I'm gonna put on the clean tone for a bit. something wrong with my pickup switch. The bridge pickup is not working too well. I'm gonna have to, after this live stream, let's see how much battery I've got left on this. 39%. Okay, still got a lot of time. After I end this live stream and charge my tablet, then I'm gonna try and fix up this pickup switch. I hope it's just one of the contacts and not like the inner parts of it, because I can't really fix the inner parts. You know what? I might get my classical guitar out, actually. Here we go. Tune it up. I need to get better at classical guitar because I've got to do some performances soon. Okay. You too. Oh, no worries. No worries. Thank you. Thank you. You too, mate. call it. Thanks, everyone. How do I stop this? I think that's it. End.